introduce Dr. Son Lei, a member of the Vietnamese Boat People Memorial Monument, with an opening speech in English.
Hi, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Vietnamese Boat People Monument Committee, I would like to thank you all for coming here tonight, celebrating the first anniversary of the monument. For the last 1 year, the monument has received thousands of visitors from all over the world. We appreciate the United States of America and other countries. We were rescued. Without such generous support, many of us would never survive. This monument would not be here in this beautiful land if we did not have a strong, unconditioned commitment and support from the following persons and organizations. We would like to express our gratitude to the Board of Directors of Westminster Memorial Park, especially Mr. Jeff Gibson. Thank you. The committees want to acknowledge the helping hands from the Vietnamese communities from Los Angeles to Orange County, of all religious leaders, especially the Honorable Thich Vien Ly, as well as all Vietnamese media, TV, radio, and newspaper. I remember one night in 2008, right here, when the Westminster Memorial Park signed agreement to provide this land and provide the financial expenses to settle this monument right here. I have no words to express my sincere gratitude to the following persons and organizations: the Cao Dai Religious Organization, the Vietnamese Fishing Association of Southern California, and that time under the leadership of Dr. Bùi Xuân Dương and Dr. Phạm Quang Tố, and the Honorable Judge Nguyễn Trọng Nho. Without you, the monument would not be here today. I would like to tell you a sad story on the Vietnamese Boat People Monument. In 2005, a small monument erected on an Indonesian island, once home of hundreds of Vietnamese refugees, was removed at the request of the Vietnamese Communist government. It's gone forever. Reflecting on that unfortunate event, we greatly appreciate the city of Westminster, especially the Honorable Mayor Margie Rice and the Vice Mayor Ta Đức Thi for making the last Sunday of April is the official day of the Vietnamese boat people. Thank you. The Day of Vietnamese Boat People will serve a couple purposes. Of course, number one is to remember and honor thousands of boat people who lost their life on the ocean or in the jungles. No words could describe how terrifying boat people suffering on those unforgettable escape. The fall of Saigon was the beginning of the adventure of millions of desperate people to the unknown futures. Some of it make it, but others were gone forever. How many boat people had died? The exact number we never know, but I tell you the number. On August 3rd, 1979, that's less than 4 years after 75, the Washington Post estimated that 200,000 refugees had died at sea. Around half of those who set out did not survive. That's the number I quote from Washington Post on 1979. The second purpose is to remember and honor thousands and hundred thousands of the former South Vietnamese and American soldiers who fought for the freedom until the last days of April 1975, and to remember and honor thousands of the former South Vietnam soldiers who were imprisoned and who had died in what so-called re-education centers. In late 1990s, the Orange County Register had concluded, after a lot of research, after the fall of Saigon, an estimate 1 million people were imprisoned without formal charge or trials. Thousands were abused and tortured inside the re-education centers. And 165,000 people died inside the re-education center, according to the published academic study of United States and Europe. And the third one, and the very important one, is to help the young Vietnamese generation to understand the root and the value of the living, to know the undeniable true facts about that parents' generation had to pay a very expensive and deadly price for the freedom. Every single one could reach to the dreamland. There must be one who had to lie down forever, deep down at the bottom of the ocean. In 1980, Mr. Lee Kuan Yew, the Prime Minister of Singapore, has said, to understand the present and to anticipate the future, one must know enough of the past, enough to have the sense, maintain our lives to tell the world about our tragedy and what the hardship the both people had endured. Thank you very much for joining us, celebrating the first anniversary of the Vietnamese Boat People Monument. Thank you.
Xin cảm ơn bác sĩ Lê Hồng Sơn. Và thưa quý vị, theo chương trình thì chúng tôi có một vị khách, nhưng mà ông cứ từ chối không lên đây để mà có những lời chia sẻ. Chắc là vì chú ngại thời gian của việc tổ chức. Nhưng mà một lần nữa cảm ơn chú Nguyễn Trùng Nho, chánh án Nguyễn Trùng Nho đã có mặt trong ngày hôm nay. Cảm ơn chú rất nhiều.